Have you guys about to say Filipinos are respectful? Today, I will prove to you that this statement is so true. The religiousness of Filipino people is one thing that separates Philippines from the rest of the world. According to the Catholic hierarchy, Philippine country is the third largest Catholic population in the whole world. And do you know the reason behind the uncontrolled religiousness of Filipino people? Yes, it's all about the rosary. This is a kind of rosary we use during holy processions to help remember certain events in the history of our salvation and to thank God for them. Do you guys want to take a look at it? Just be careful. It's so important to our family. I think it has been with my family since my grandparents arrived here in the US. Yes, so we pray using the rosary because it is a way on how we show our respect to the Almighty God. My mom taught me how to use the rosary because it is one of the most important parts of our family. So, the rosary presents our traits and values of our culture. And today, I will talk about how the rosary is used and why it really connects to the Filipino culture. In the Philippines, people believe that using a rosary could connect their hearts and minds to their family members and friends who have passed away. There are 20 mysteries reflected upon the rosary, and to be able to finish the whole thing or the whole prayer, you would need to first memorize or know the Apostles' Creed, Our Father, Hail Mary, and Glory be to the Father. So, according to the Rosary Center, you would need to first do the sign of the cross and say the Apostles' Creed. Second, say the Our Father. Third, say the Hail Mary. Fourth, say the Glory be to the Father. Fifth, announce the first mystery with the Our Father. Sixth, say 10 Hail Marys. Seventh, say the Glory be to the Father. And eighth, say or announce the second mystery. They're the first 8 easy steps on how we use the rosary. The rosary is really connected to our culture because of the way we act and interact with people. The rosary created the way we get closer to each other, which is by being religious. By being religious, we are expected to be so respectful, hospitable, and lovable to everyone. Now that I've talked to you about how the rosary is used and why it's really connected to my culture, I will now talk to you about how I identify with this culture. According to my grandparents, the rosary created our strong belief to God. We are expected to be so respectful. When I was a kid, and even now that I'm in my teenage years, my parents are still expecting me to respect everybody, expect older people, and even people who are younger than my age. Another influence of being so religious is being hospitable. We are known to not only even share our foods, but also our homes to everyone, anytime. When I was starting to learn how to memorize the rosary, which is when I was 7, I think, I had so much trouble because I needed to memorize like a lot of prayers in order to complete the whole prayer. I was about to give up one day, but then my mom said, "Son, I had so much trouble in memorizing the prayers too, but I didn't give up because it is so important to our family." So I was so inspired about what she said because after that day, I just felt like I really wanted to learn it. So I have joined different processions in our barangays, which is a small community that compose our city and our city itself. So after a couple of practices and processions, I was able to memorize and know how to use the rosary when I was 7, in my young age. So today we have learned that rosary is so important to our culture and how it represent me as a human. So before I leave this stage, do you guys want to hear one prayer from the rosary that I'll translate to my language or dialect?
Yes.
Okay. So, amami nga dat sa dilangit, madaydayaw kumatinagan mo. Dumteng kumatipagariam, matungpal kumatinagan mo, dito'y daga ka sa dilangit. Item nadakam ti aldaw dito'y, ti kanan mi, apatinagan ni aldaw. Pakawanam met ti basod mi, kasmet pamakawin mi. ti basol dagiti nakabasol ta kami. Di da kami payban nga man maguto siluso. Salaka na kami kadilaka sa amin. If you guys wondering about that, that's the Our Father in Ilocano version. Thank you so much for listening to us.